This is Government Unfiltered. I'm Dan Williams. This podcast is a reading of the December 22nd, 2022 final report from the Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. Chapter 4. Just call it corrupt and leave the rest to me. 4.4. December 14, 2020. Barr submits his resignation. Finally, Attorney General Barr had had enough. He submitted his resignation on December 14, 2020. During an interview with the Select Committee, former Attorney General Barr reflected on his face-to-face encounters with President Trump in November and December 2020. And in that context, I made clear I did not agree with the idea of saying the election was stolen and putting out this stuff which I told the president was bullshit. And, I didn't want to be part of it. And that's one of the reasons that went into me deciding to leave when I did. I observed, I think it was on December 1st, that, I believe you can't live in a world where the incumbent administration stays in power based on its view, unsupported by specific evidence, that there was fraud in the election. Around midday on December 14th, Attorney General Barr met with President Trump and Meadows in the Oval Office to discuss his resignation. When he arrived, and even before Barr could mention his resignation, President Trump began speaking at length about the recently released Allied Security Operations Group, ASOG, report on Dominion voting machines in Antrim County, Michigan. While the Attorney General had been briefed on the allegations in Antrim County and did not find them credible, he promised the president that he would have DOJ investigate them. The Attorney General then told President Trump that he had come for a separate reason and wished to speak to the president privately, so Meadows left. Barr told President Trump that it was clear the president was dissatisfied with him as Attorney General, and that he had decided to resign. President Trump accepted his resignation and asked Barr who would replace him. Attorney General Barr recommended Jeffrey A. Rosen as acting Attorney General and Richard Donahue as his deputy. Although President Trump called Donahue to discuss the possibility of appointing him acting Attorney General, Donahue advised that normal procedures be followed and Rosen be named acting Attorney General. President Trump followed this advice, and upon Barr's departure, Rosen became acting Attorney General, while Donahue would function as his deputy. Episodes of Government Unfiltered are produced without any additional commentary and created based on the value-for-value model. Instead of charging $15 to $40 like other media outlets, you get to decide what it's worth to provide an open and available reading of this document. Please support the podcast at governmentunfiltered.com by clicking on the support button for a one-time donation. You can also click on the contact button and ask for an address if you'd prefer to mail a check. Thank you to Associate Producer Jay Bernhard and all of the insiders who support at patreon.com/TimberlaneMedia. For those of you who would like to provide an anonymous donation, you can go to glow.fm/insider. Follow the show on Twitter @GovUnfiltered or on Facebook, facebook.com/governmentunfiltered. Thank you for listening.